Hello and welcome to a Minecraft world that I've been working off and on for about almost a year now. It's actually coming up on its 1 year anniversary of me playing in this world, and I thought since it's coming to that time, I would give you guys a little tour of what I've been working on. Now, like I've said, I've been working on this off and on, and lately I've been putting a lot of time into it. I can see how many days we've been playing here. We've been playing for a total of, it says 628, but I had added a mod. That's another thing about this world, is I have quite a few mods. Most of them are client side that just improve some aspects of the game. But I added a mod that added seasons, and I didn't like how winter turned out. Added snow everywhere, and I didn't took a long time to clean up, so I took that, but it reset my day counter. So we're probably well over the 1,000 mark, but 628 days is still quite a long time for one Minecraft world, and I've been enjoying it a lot. Now I figure the first thing I would show is not spawn, not my most recent build, but something that a build I hold very near to me, and that is, of course, here we'll go with free cam real quick, the giant Minecraft sign. The staple of all the old Xbox tutorial worlds. Brings me so much nostalgia, and this was one of the builds I had in mind for when I first started playing on this world, but I thought it was going to be a monster task, but it ended up not taking me very long to do. But nonetheless, I love how it turned out. It's not fully done. I do want to recreate it on the back, but I don't go up here very often at the moment, so I haven't had any plans to change the back, but that'll come in due time. At the moment, all I have up here is I set this up to get the achievement for Sound of Music, because it is a meadow biome. Now you can see at the bottom there, it's green text. It's a meadow biome. You get the achievement Sound of Music for playing a music disc in a meadow biome. So designed it to look like, I don't know, some little picnic thing, and I thought it was kind of cool. Another build I have on here that would be very nostalgic to a lot of old players is also the unfinished house. That was another staple of every tutorial world. I mean, obviously this one only took me like a few minutes to complete, but nonetheless I still thought it was kind of fun. Just a fun little project to do. One of my plans, I had a friend tell me he thinks I should do, is somewhere up here I should, oh, really now? Of course it's thunderstorming, isn't it? Hold on. This can't happen. Hold on, I will be right back. Ah, that is much better. Much better. No rain. And we get a beautiful rainbow. Gotta love it. I had a friend tell me that he thinks up here, anywhere up here really, is I should try and recreate one of the old tutorial world maps. And I thought that was a fantastic idea. So one of these days, I'm gonna do that. I don't know I don't know when I'll do it, but I am definitely gonna do that. It sounds like a lot of fun. Not This mountain not only has the giant Minecraft sign above it, but it also has a Mount Rushmore of my face. Well, not yet completely. I've only got 2 done. I plan to get these ones done fairly soon. It's a little bit of work having to put the scaffolding here to get around these, but one of these days I'll get it finished. Now before we get onto all that, there's a couple things I wanted to show down here. Wow, was that the worst thing you've ever seen, or what? Down here is a little custom fossil I made. I don't know what it's of, it's just a thing. I thought it was really cool. That's one thing I love adding in my world, is just random little spots of interest like this. I kind of take inspiration from Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that I love, put well over 300 hours into, and just little sites of just little interest, whether it be a cabin or even fossils in that game. It's just something I've loved to take inspiration from. Then over here, this is kind of like my little farming area. I have a giant wheat field right there, but I didn't have enough space to put everything I wanted, and I didn't want to have to sacrifice. I wanted to have a massive wheat field on there, so I decided to put everything over here, which is all right. I will definitely be moving this somewhere else as well. I'll probably end up making automatic farms for most of this, but I've just been kind of, I haven't really been rushing anything in this world, and I think that's helped me stay consistent playing in it as long as I have. I also have plans for this section of land over here. I have plans to turn this into like a logging site, and I'll add like a bunch of massive trees in the back, and it'll be like excavators moving logs around, bunch of fallen trees. I think that'd be really cool to add to this area because it's kind of empty back here. One thing I do have though, this is my own little design. It's bad, but it works. This is a music disc farm thing. We just got a guy back there. You can see one of the resource packs I have. It turns the bow into the NES zapper gun. Although it still fires arrows, which is kind of strange, but I thought that was kind of a fun little thing. But yeah, he has a bow back there with some power on it. Yep, as you can see, it does wholehearted damage to me. But yeah, it's kind of weird how this thing works. It's janky. You have to lead a creeper over here and have him drop down. It works. It's just a fun little build that took me around 30 minutes to set up. It didn't take me that long. So I guess we can start from here and work our way this way across the island. So from this little pathway we have a little bridge, big enough to where you can fit a boat underneath it, which I thought was kind of cool. And over here, obviously it's not done yet, I only have one house, but I wanted to do like a little tiny like fishing area. I'll have a bunch of fishermen. One thing I wanted to do with this island is I wanted to have some villager professions around here on this island, but I didn't want to keep them all in one spot like most trading halls are. I wanted to have them equally spread out and in different areas of this place. So over here I have fishermen. That house right there, I'll show you in a bit, is the stonemason building. This is for leather workers. I have a couple more. I have a library and a church back there for clerics. But this will be the fishing village. I haven't really done too much work on this one just because I don't like the style of these houses. They're alright, but they're just kind of plain looking, and I'm still figuring out designs what I want to do for these. Over here is a 2-car garage. I took inspiration from Dallas Med 65 on his is an auto smelter room, but this is mostly just for looks. Not too much going on here. I have 2 cars in here. I got the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard, as well as the DeLorean from Back in the Future. 2 very iconic cars. I also like the open garage door look. As well, you can see tire tracks coming out of these, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, I really don't know what this is. I mean, it's a painting with a spinning skull, yeah, but why I built it? I do not know. I like it, though. I think it's cool. On the other side, it's just just another one. This is from Assumovoid's resource pack thing, you can see. Oh, what is that? Teasers. This right here, like I said, is the spot for the leather workers. We just got some leather armor, some cauldrons. Inside we got more stuff. Pretty cool. Just a little build for them. Like I said, I wanted to make it all separate. So I thought that was pretty neat. Over here, actually before that I'll show you this. This I thought was really cool. I think I saw this on TikTok or something. It's just a little spot, little stone area with an outhouse. But it just has a bunch of different workstations and things to do. I should probably fill these up with some stuff. I guess I got some things, but not a lot. But it's kind of cool. If I'm ever passing by, I can always just use this to come and grab stuff. Pretty cool, though. As it's turning nighttime, we can kind of get a good look at how big the wheat field. It's not a massive wheat field, but it's definitely pretty sizable. I like it. And then there's this barn, which again is not a lot of the stuff not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot, but some of the stuff is mostly not my design, such as the barn and that tower, for example, aren't my design, nor is that building, which we'll get into later. But I don't know, I saw this one on YouTube and I thought this barn looked really good, so I decided to add that as well. Hold on, we gotta sleep, we gotta sleep. Don't want the nasties coming out. I haven't lit up this island yet. It's on the list, but I haven't done it just yet. So if we come through here, I have 3 different, or I was supposed to have 3 different villagers out here. Or was it 2? It was supposed to be 2. But where are they? I don't know. Where did my villagers go? That's not good. What do I not pay them for? Oh well. I'll get 2 more. Got a windmill out, little windmill thing design. I don't know, I wanted to add one of these and I thought this was really cool looking design. Over here is a bee farm that I designed. Just a little structure. Again, I kind of got inspiration from Dallas Med 65. I take a lot of inspiration from how he plays, his style of playing in my world. I've taken a lot of things from that. Which, there's no bees here. I don't know where they went. I used to have at least 2 bees for every one, but now they're all gone and I don't know where they're at. So I'll have to bring them back. Over here we have a bone meal thing. Basically, if I ever need to collect wheat and I get seeds, I just throw them in here and turns them into bone meal. It's pretty handy. So back over here, again, this is the kind of thing I was talking about adding little things, points of interest. This is just a little pile of logs. I like to add these every once in a while, along with tree stumps. And then as well as this, because this island is, I don't know if you could tell, but this is an actual island right here. I found this seed a long time, a year ago, I should say, and I just fell in love with it. And I'll throw up a picture on screen right now, if I remember, of what the island looked like. I'll do a side-by-side of what they used to look like, and I thought I was just going to transform it. Yeah, this was a sunflower plains, so I'm kind of removing all of them, and I'm putting them in like little pastures like this, just little patches around here. And I think it's really cool. And down this pathway, you'll see a fallen tree right here. I thought this was really cool looking. I loved how this turned out. Just a little fallen tree kind of thing. Right alongside a custom 2-layer pond, which I also love how this turned out. It's kind of over detailed for the area, but I still think, nonetheless, I think it's very, very cool looking. And with this world, I have this like ancient wall type thing, like breaking up a lot of the areas. You'll see it further down, but I don't know. I went with it at the beginning, and I kind of kept going with it, and I kind of like it. I'm loving how it's turning out so far. Over here is the stonemason building, like I said, and I love how this turned out. This was another one that was I took some interest from some things, but most of this is my design. Interior is not obviously fully furnished yet. That's another thing on the list. I don't like having no interiors, and I plan to have every building here have some sort of interior, whether it just be, you know, a couple workstations or whatever. Over here I have, I only have 2 at the moment, which is fine. One of them, like I said earlier, I have a couple mods on this world. One of them I have is one where villager trades can't lock up, and you can just trade with them infinitely. And that helps out a lot with building, just because I can get all the supplies I need to. I'm not really going for the full vanilla experience, but it's about, you know, it's just enough to where I can still call it a vanilla. I can still join vanilla servers with it, and it just disables that. But that's just something for ease of access. Oh, here they are. Farmer Brown and Otis. Good job. Alright, now down this little pathway here, I like how this turned out too, is my library. That's what this building is. And this is not organized at all. I also got it not finished too. A lot of this stuff is not finished. I like having a lot of different projects going on, but this is how, excuse me, I'm organizing all my stuff. I have basically different sections over here. I have different books for different tools and armor, and I like the idea of having to be able to, I like the idea of not knowing where kind of everything's at, and I have to like look around for them. I don't know, I thought this was kind of cool. Just scattered around in different spots. And then up the staircase is where I keep my librarian villagers. I have a lot of room up here for activities, and all I have right now is looting, mending, and I struggled to get feather falling in this world. Feather falling 4. I spent a good couple days trying to actually get feather falling 4, and I've also ignored the name. But I ended up having to settle for a feather fallen 3 for 34 and buying 2 books and combining them. And that was really, really annoying. But that's just how it ended up. Now this right here, not this, this right here, this lodestone, is kind of pinpointing the center of my world here, of this island, I should say. And let's see, go up here. This is just pretty cool, huh? I have a couple of these scattered around. I have, that's a creeper one, obviously. Down here I have a skeleton, right here. I have a chicken problem on this world, by the way. But I have quite a few. I think I have one of every one of the mob heads, actually. And the next one is actually right here. This is my Ender Dragon Shrine. I also have this little fork in the road. This I thought was cool. It's a fallen over cart. I love this wheel design for this. I thought this was so cool when I saw it. I was like, oh, I have to add that. But anyways, this, like I said, is my Ender Dragon Shrine. And this is what I was talking about when I started out with this wall design and I just kept running with it. But yeah, I don't remember when I actually defeated the Ender Dragon. It's quite a while ago. Again, it was something I didn't like rush to do. I kind of took my time with it and just kind of focused on getting stuff built before I fought the Ender Dragon. But I finally did it, and I put the egg here, and I have the dragon thing there, right? It's just hooked up with super simple redstone. Just feeds right into there, down there, into a note block, and Bob's your uncle. We got it. Man, it's kind of hard to do everything in order with this, because everything is so scattered around on this place. But I guess if we work back this way towards the stonemason building, I have this. This is when pots were first added. I decided I wanted to add this little thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe just some little ruins. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. And as the sun is starting to set, you can see another one of my little sunflower patches, along with more logs and barrels. That's another thing I like to do, is just add barrels around, stacks of barrels. I don't think these are filled with anything. I'll fill those up eventually with some random junk. Over here is just a little lounge area. You can turn off the lights, the light I should say. And over here is these are all the record discs I have at the moment, and it's pretty cool. And when you play a music disc, the lights light up. The lights light up. Oh yeah, love it about this. Very cool, just very relaxing. Oh, all right, gotta sleep once again. Now, just over here, we got my mine. This is where I mine basically just stone. I used to have a beacon here, but I'm using it in another spot. You can see my iron's all down there. I thought this was like one of the first things I added, and I loved how this turned out. Like, I absolutely love it. How it's just like this little, kind of like a trench, and it's got a table with some copper ore. There's a minecart back here with some stuff in it. Gonna mix that around, yeah, like that.
We got a little crane right here that's ready to haul up stuff. We got a little mining tent. Got some coal ore and a pick. Very cool. I love this addition. Coming over here, we got something that's very, very cool. And this is how I know that my world is coming up on a 1 year mark. This is a zombie that with a pumpkin on its head, which these only spawn naturally during Halloween. And I still have him a year later. He's sitting in here. I don't even remember his name. But I don't know. I thought that was very cool. I love having just randomly sitting there like a snow globe. Walking up this way, we got a little bench. I have these every scattered around here and there too. Oh, probably shouldn't gloss over this. This is my portal. I absolutely love this portal design, and I've been using it on every time I've been on a server or something. This is kind of my go-to design. I don't know, something about this. I guess another reason why I've been playing into the kind of the ruins aspect. On this backside here, you can kind of see a little bit of a creeper face. You got an eye there, and then the mouth. Love it. Now this is my garage / workshop. I got a garage door here, but wide open right here. I just have some armor, barrels. This is a crossbow. It's changed into that zapper. Kind of cool. Couple banners and some workstations, bookshelves. Out back we got some coal. Pretty cool. Another sunflower patch here. This is my first one that I actually made. This was a horse stable too. I got a couple horses in here and a donkey. Horse and a donkey. Little wheelbarrow. This right here used to be where I had my snow golems, but they keep dying. I think either baby zombies try to get them or skeletons shoot at them and they can't shoot back. So I'll have to redo that.
Over here, this is just my mine. It goes down to deep slate. Nothing interesting. Just a mine. This is kind of like my first thing for mass storage. Just full of junk. It's here. It does its job. I have plans for a new warehouse. Actually, I can show you that now. Right here is my project board. And I have a warehouse design. I want to do kind of Amazon warehouse style for my mass storage. I've done it before and it's a lot of fun to build, so one of these days that's what I'll do. Next, and then right here, this guy, he's been stuck up here for I don't even know how long. He wandered up there. I think he jumped from here, climbed to there, and he's just stuck up there. He's been there for many, many months. I'd say about 5 or 6 months he's been stuck up here. Well, I've got a little pond up here. This is the house. So I used to be living in this hobbit hole here. This is mainly just storage now. But then I was like, well, I kind of want a space of my own. So I built this little house. It's nothing special. Just got a little kitchen, eating area, and a bed, along with my shelmet. Pretty cool. And that's pretty much it with that. Now this hobbit hole is basically where everything started. This is where I started the very first moments. I have this is a cool resource pack. It gives you a little thing. This basically had everything I needed. Now it's just filled with mementos. This is the island. This is actually outdated. I don't know how far though. I don't think it's very much. Oh yeah, there's a church right there that's not even built on this map. That's funny. Yeah, I got mass storage here. Got my dogs right here. They're chill. Right here is a book of things to beat. I've beaten the Ender Dragon. I've defeated the Wither once, which I need to do again for another beacon. I've defeated an Ocean Monument, and I've defeated a Woodland Mansion. I have yet to defeat a max level raid. I've defeated a raid once before, but I haven't done a max one yet, which that's going to be annoying because I died at least two times on a level 1 raid, which was embarrassing, but luckily I don't have that on camera. And I also need to defeat the Warden, but I want to do that fair and square as well. As fair and square as you can get when fighting a Warden. Out in the back here, this used to be a normal tree, but then they came out with the Sakura
trees, and I had to cherry blossom trees, and I had to change it. This is cool. It's just a little waterfall running down, little bridge, little waterfall down there, and this is just a cherry tree with a little swing on it, and a bird's nest with some bird eggs. I love this detail. I think that's very cool. You got another little bench here. Over here is my enchanting area. Again, I saw this on YouTube, and I thought this design would fit so well with the ruined effect. So built that, turned out great. I love it. Moving on. Up here we have a small little shrine. I went out I wanted to get some dogs and breed them up, and I went out and I had a dog not even for 30 minutes, and it passed away, and I decided to make a little grave for him. Rest in peace. I didn't even have enough time to give him a name yet. Now, up past the project board, we got the potion house. And I saw this design, and I thought it was awesome. So, that's what we have in here. We got a couple different spots. Also this. Ooh, how'd I get that? Illegal item. A little spot back here for potion ingredients. Very cool. I love this. I love how this turned out. Very, very cool. Got a little 2x2 well right here. Infinite water source. Very awesome. Very compact. Over here, this is a tower by Gemini Tay. I thought the design looked really cool. I wanted a tower somewhere on the island, so I have this. And this is now the map room, which even this one is outdated. There's no church down there. I really gotta update these. Oh well, I'll do that. I'll do that at some point. Okay, back here real quick is my auto smelter. Again, saw this design on either TikTok or something, and it's just got a little furnace. Oh, heck yeah! Been needing this. I'll show you why after a while. Yep. Sweet. Of course, it's turning nighttime again. There's another one. Time to sleep again. Time to sleep, time to sleep, time to sleep, time to sleep. Not time to sleep. Oh, I guess real quick. Free cam real quick. Up here, got a little plane. Very cool. I love how this turned out. Little biplane up in the sky. I've been wanting to add cobweb trails behind it for it's blowing past all the cloud and stuff. I also have some hot air balloons right here. These ones are my design, and I thought these turned out pretty cool. The little tiny guys. I didn't want massive ones filling up the sky, just a couple. And I plan to add a couple more as well. Very cool. Now, as you can see here, this is blacksmith. We got some coal on the outside. In here, we got toolsmith, armorsmith, weaponsmith. Yeah. This is where I mainly sell all my iron. I love this. Down here is the forge area, and this is actually where I keep all my trims and all the materials for them. Just kind of, that's how I got all my trims here. Very cool. Loved how this building turned out too. It's just a small little blacksmith, but I like it nonetheless. Over here we got a little crane with a little boat on the dock here. Kind of cool little detail I thought was cool. Well, and over here we got a little water tower. Very cool looking little guy. We got, again, this is going to be another little fishing house, and this is what I meant by doing interiors. Just something simple like this, Doesn't have to be crazy. Over here real quick. This is just a little thing to do for flowers. Also, I replaced the piston sound. Kind of more. You'll see why in a minute. Very cool. I just got every type of flower here, so you can just duplicate those. Got a little dock around here with some stuff sitting here. This is my scrimping boat. This is where I go and fish. Pretty cool.
I like this a lot. Got my fishing rod. I should have it, yeah. I don't even have that a god rod yet, which I need to do that. Quickly, let's go over here. I got a couple things. 2 things over here. Also, you'll see this every once in a while. I had to reset my chunks when 1.20 came out, because I started this world in 1.19 before all the Trails and Tales stuff came out, and so I had to reset my chunks to get all that, and you'll see some, I guess, little glitches that happen from it. I'll remove them all eventually. That's probably actually sitting on a chunk border, isn't it? Yeah. Probably used to be a tree here before. Now, somewhere in these woods, which here it is already, this is the ancient statue of a mongoose. Yeah. I have one more little building back here that I thought was cool. There it is. Now, if you know what this is, good on ya. I wanted to build one of these in my world, and most people would be like, oh, it's just a blacksmith. But no, it's the blacksmith. The one that I grew up with. It's even got some pretty accurate loot in there, too. Pretty awesome. Now, back this way, yet again. If we go up here, there's actually a little tunnel. Goes below it. We got a little lava thing here. This is just where I come to collect lava every once in a while. Oh, that's pretty cool. Out here we got another little dock that wrapped around here, and over here is the iron farm. Very simple iron farm, and it's been working for me. I also, oof, those textures are getting real weird in the. I come out here to AFK every once in a while. It's built up quite a bit. I have a full shulker box of poppies, which changed the rose, over back in my storage. Over there is just a little thing where you can sit out in the sun. Pretty cool. This was one of my first biggest projects. I kind of did full custom terrain on this whole island here, as you can see. And I love how this project turned out. Now, if we come around this side here, as you can see, we got a little shipwreck. Maybe before the lighthouse was added, maybe there was a ship that was sailing through here and wrecked. Pretty cool. I love how that turned out, too. I love these giant rocks. Got a little Mumbo Mustache bridge with a little waterfall. And you got a little wooden bridge up here to a little custom pond. Another custom tree, a little well, a little campfire outside, and then this is the lighthouse. The lighthouse house. Got a little fish up there. Pretty cool. Very basic interior. Nothing in here at the moment. I don't really know what to add. There should be a bed up there. I must have took it. The lighthouse, it technically works. It turns on during the nighttime. With a little daylight sensor up here. All that does is power through here, little torch tower, into here. Yep, pretty cool. Use a little dripstone for the point. Thought that was kind of cool. Now, if we fly off this way, we'll go to my very first source of XP. The mob grinder. Very basic. Everyone has one of these. It works. It's great. You get a bunch of stuff from it. It's perfect. Down here, as you can see, something's looking weird now, isn't it? This was another thing I took inspiration from Dallas in his Let's Play. He made a giant map wall with map art. If I could, oh, I can't get up. All right, we'll get up through here. And I always wanted to do this because I have another build he's doing something super similar to what I'm doing, and you'll see it here after a moment. Oh, it's too high. Never mind. But yep, just uses snow. Very cool. Little graph thing. You'll be seeing a lot here after a bit. But I love how that turned out, and it didn't actually take too long either. Now, if we come back to the house, as you can see, there's a bridge over here that cuts across all the way, and it splits off here. we got a sewer. Not done yet. It's in a work in progress, but I think this is pretty cool. Now to what I was actually going to show you. We have the wool farm, which, as you can see, this is where we got all the wool for my giant Minecraft sign. You could buy black wool. You could buy black wool from him. That was kind of where I got the last remaining. And in here, very, very simple wool farm. It's actually, it's going up from 2 sheets. It's good enough. I don't use wool all that often, so I actually got to come in and change the shears pretty soon. Yeah, and I got 2 more guys up here too. Again, keeping the villagers all spread out. Pretty cool though. Coming over this way, we got the church. Very simple, very, very simple design. I think it works though. We got 2 clerics in here, just to mainly just to sell the rotten flesh.
You sure you don't want this?
Yeah, I'm sure. Again, very simple design, but I think it turned out really nice. And in the back here, this is the as you can see, I like adding old stuff, and this is a ruined version of the original church that they used to have in the game. I think it turned out pretty well. It's kind of hard to do it because it's just cobblestone. I'll probably go back through and texture it later. Alright, just as the sun is setting, I think I'm going to change up the shaders for now. These are the complementary unbound, a little bit more realistic. I love these shaders. These are probably my absolute favorite shaders of all time. But we got a build here, which I actually completely forgot about until just now. This is the Fletcher building. As you can see, I like that because it's like an actual arrow. And I think I just have the one dude right here for now. I was supposed to have 2, but he wouldn't take the job. So I sent him back into the home. We just got arrows here. Bunch of arrows. Hello. Very cool build. I love how that turned out too. I think it's cool being it tucked in. Okay, this used to be, if any of you remember Villager News, that's where the voices come from. Villager voices, but there was a show called Villager News on YouTube, and I loved watching that as a kid. And I actually tried to build my own Villager News station up here before 1.20, and I was resetting the chunks, and it turns out that this chunk was accidentally deleted, and it got rid of one little bit of this building, and it was so funny that I decided to just leave the facade up, maybe. A little backdrop thing. I thought that was very funny. Right here, this is just, again, for looks. I like adding stuff like this. Just 2 little, like, I don't know, antenna things. Maybe they're gathering data for something to go along with the satellite up there. And here, we just got another little control room. Again, nothing in here yet, but there will be soon. Got this little pond here. Pretty cool. That actually has a sword and a lodestone down there. Little cracks of energy coming off it. And this feeds into another one that goes down here. I thought this turned out really, really cool. Love the... Oh, yeah, look at that. That's screenshot worthy. Yes, sir. Again, that pathway just goes from there. I love having everything connected by pathways. I have a bridge right there, all made out of stone, that leads up and around there. This will lead over here, and we got this building, another fishing shack. I like my fishing shacks. Now this building here is the fishing hut from Stardew Valley. I was playing the game with my friend a while back, and I loved it. And so I decided, why not? We'll add a little fishing hut. Basic interior. Just got a little fish right there. Yep. Pretty cool though. Now, before we go over there to my biggest ongoing project, I should say, we're gonna take a little fly over here. Got a couple things this way. I thought this is again another little island. I thought I could use something. So, I decided to add this like ruined portal thing. I really don't know what it is. And I just wanted something on top of this hill. It was begging for something to be added on top here. So I just decided to do this like weird oval shape with like prismarine and stuff. And that's why the copper's down there. I think I'm going to add some aged copper. I'm just waiting for it to fully oxidize. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. Neat, something to be added here. Over this way, we got a little plane crash. Just again little points of interest. I plan to add something in these barrels. I haven't fully decided what I want to add yet. I want it to be kind of lore based. I don't know. Haven't figured it fully out yet. You got a little wing right there. Pretty cool. Real quick, this isn't anything I've built, but it's something cool. This was where I found my first ancient city. You just keep flying down, you keep flying down, you keep flying down. It's still going. It's still going down, and boom, ancient city. Very, very cool. Ooh, careful. Oh, ow. Let's see if I can remember the way out. It's around here somewhere. There we go. Probably should have done that with... Yeah, how was that? Alright, over here is my kind of most recent project. It's the one I've been working on recently. This is a quarry. I have these two little tents set up here with everything, you know. One mod I added is better trims, where they have, depending on the material you use for the trim, it actually gives you an effect. So I think diamond is just... It says harder to kill. I think it just adds more armor toughness. I can't remember. But this one is a set that has iron, which makes you mine faster. Apparently with a full set of that, plus a beacon, you can insta-mine deep slate, which is very handy. This is just a little storage tent, which I keep all my stone. Pretty handy. Right here, JD Hog says stay safe. This is the JD Hog Hazard County Quarry. Hazard County from Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know. I've been watching it a lot recently, and I thought I'd add something here. This is a little crane I should say, and hauling up some ores. We got a little walkway over here. I'm gonna add a whole bunch of these. I'm wanting this, like this, maybe this cliffside is riddled with these houses. Maybe the people that work here have to stay here. Got a little meat storage right there, and it's just got a little thing, got curtains over it to keep the heat in. Really simple, but I like how this turned out. Now here's the quarry itself. It's a hole. It's a hole. It's going down a deep slate, and I accidentally decided to do it in the mountains because I thought the area looked cool. Little did I know, it takes a little while to get down the deep slate. Deep slate's at 0, and I had to mine down a whole 143 blocks. Well, you can kind of tell I started the mine down, and then my friend's like, why don't you just blast the rest? So I made a TNT duper and went wild with it, and it worked like a charm. And I wanted to make this so you can get down just by foot, so I'm still in the process, but we have this little tunnel here, which actually, if you can get it right, you can just fly down. Not like that, like this. Pretty cool. I'm going to add little details here and there. Like from here, this will be a little campsite along with, there's a spot right there. There's a cliff face somewhere up there where you can add one. And yep, it just goes down. Just keeps going. Wraps around here, through here. I like these little bits. Comes down through here. And then at the moment, I've stopped it right here because I don't know what I want to do with this part yet. But we still got... I kept this section like this. Maybe this is where this is where they've stopped. And then we got all the way down here to deep slate.
And the thing is, the lore I'm adding for this place is all this at Deep Slate and below is going to be all abandoned, and maybe there's like a mysterious creature, which we know that it's a warden, but is roaming around down here, and everybody's too scared to go down. I think it's pretty cool little thing. And now, as the sun is setting, I have one more project to show you all. I don't have anything built in the End or the Nether yet. I have an Enderman farm, but maybe I'll show it. We'll see. Nah, we won't. But I only have one project left over there. And yeah, I don't have anything built in the End or the Nether, so there's nothing really to show there. Hold on, another screenshot. Oh yeah. Real quick, this right there is a Herobrine spawner. Little something. Again, little details. Hold on. Monsters nearby. No. Sleep. There we go. So yeah, one more project to show, and then I might start uploading some, maybe a little Let's Play style, even though it's kind of a weird time to do it, seeing as I've already defeated the Ender Dragon, and I'm this far along already, but maybe I will, if you guys are interested. And now, my final project, the project I've been working towards all this time, is my laboratory. I've been working on this for 6 months now, and this is the state we got it in now. So let's get into the tour. This right here, it was the first building that I did. This is the lab build HQ, just a little tent for me to store everything, kind of keep all my chests from spilling out too far and causing, making a whole chest monster thing. Pretty cool. I thought that was a neat idea. This is the entrance. You just hit this button and you're in. Unfortunately, I am not a redstone genius or even good at redstone whatsoever. So this is a one way. So we got the employee exit. If you're not an employee, you can't get out. So here we got just a little entrance area. Got a lodestone in the middle just to add something. Up here, we got this little walkway around, kind of look out at everything. And here, you can see where the maps are coming in, is the spot for the observatory. We got there's the giant telescope right there. Very cool. I love how this turned out. There's you can see down there, a little server right here. And then this is the map. Here's the picture from the satellite. We got an end. We got one. This was my first map I did. Not as cool as that one. That one's got the border on it. And this one is what the observatory might be seeing. And if you look in, you can see what the telescope was seeing the end islands. I thought that was a pretty cool detail. Got some air ducts. We got downstairs, which I'll show you later. Now down this hallway, we got another hallway and another hallway. But then the first room we got is a flowers area. Just this one don't really contribute too much. I wanted to make I made this lab just so I can kind of study more about Minecraft. I guess we haven't really gotten acquainted with each other. I have been playing Java Minecraft. I made my account back in 2015, and I had been playing Pocket Edition Minecraft and Xbox Minecraft basically when they came out. So I know a decent little bit about Minecraft, but you can always learn more. So I'm building this laboratory just to kind of, for one, it looks cool. I love it. And two, it's kind of just a way for me to build sections and test stuff out, and maybe I'll start bringing you guys along with me for that journey, if that's what you guys want. Here's one of my first maps I did, again, but this time with a flower. I'll probably redo this one, because now that I have the newer one. Got the two new, ooh, that's cool, torch flower.
Got some bookcases here. I might expand this just to make a... I have plans to do a greenhouse, but haven't really fully thought up of what I want to do for that yet. Here we got the pottery shard room. Shard, whatever you want to say. I like this map. It's very simple, but I like it. I just got a bunch of different ones here. Pretty cool. I got a couple of the shards on the wall and some in here. This book, this little green guy right here, is a book and quill for pottery shards. I'm not done yet, but I'm basically given a description of where it was found and notes on its appearance and the name, obviously. It's cool. I think it's really cool. Again, it's not done yet, but I think it's gonna be a fun kind of write them out. Up here is just a little workstation. You can put stuff down. I got a resource pack that turns item frames into nails. Kind of cool. Little rooftop area. Not too much up here at the moment, or basically nothing at all. Over here, we got mission control. No, that's over there. But just a couple of computer sections. Little thing up on the wall. That's uncompleted area. I don't know what I'm going to put back there yet, but I have plans for something. And then more monitors here. And then yeah, it just cuts back down through here. Now we'll take a left down here. There's the pottery shard. Got more hallways with more air ducts. I love that look. We'll go this. Yeah, we'll go this way. There's just a massive room here. Probably going to be lined with more desks and all that jazz. Out here, we got the mission control. These are the maps I'm most proud of. There's that one I was talking about, the one that's out there right now. We got, right here, we got a rocket. And we can just see different notes and stuff, little computers here and there. And then here is the rocket. We got a little launch room. Watch it launch. Very cool. And then right outside here, just a little courtyard area. Little American flag. I guess we'll go out across the bridge. Oh, where's my armor? There it is. This is a cool little bridge design. It's alright. It gets the job done. This, we got a thing that's on tracks. It can scoot over. I thought that was pretty cool. Cool little detail. And if we go up here, we can see it don't even got a door on it. Add it later. But you can take a seat right here. We got some stuff there. Here's where the astronaut whoever's in here can sleep. Got a little lamp. Then here's the engine of a rocket. Boy, she's got some horsepower on her, ain't she? Yeah. Flying back this way. Take a right. We got the Charge Creeper Research. I trapped this guy in a while back. We got some stuff here too. We got a creeper head, some TNT. Pretty basic, but I think it looks pretty cool. Mostly here just for looks. Here we got a break room. A couple of things where people can hang their lab coats. Just some pipes, books. Got a little kitchen area and just a little area you can sit, and you can little corner window here that I love the look of. Works pretty well. I like how that turned out. Down here we get to the more recent parts of the lab. This is just a little courtyard with a little maintenance tunnel below, which it actually connects with almost with the bottom section that you'll see here in a bit. And that'll be pretty cool. Over here, this is where the lab gets its power. We got a little server here. Oh, looks like we've got a dead one. I'll call maintenance, get that fixed. Here we have, as you can see, this is what's powering the lab. End crystals. Here's that same map again. It works for this room, I think. Maybe that way? Nah, keep it. Pretty cool little room here. Then we got this walkway that cuts across. And this is the power substation. Big lever right here. More maps. And got these things, I don't know. They look like they're doing something. Telephone poles crisscrossing. 4 more of them.
stuff going on underneath the floor. I love how this turned out. I think it looks very industrial, and that was kind of the look I was going for. Coming back this way, we can go up, and then up again. We got 2 more up here, another big lever, and we got some scaffolding, got some storage out here. I love how this scaffolding looks too. Looks very high tech, not high tech, low tech. But this guy, he never despawns. I think this was a pig that was struck by lightning in a thunderstorm. He stays here, so he works here now. He gets paid very well. This is just an observation room. Don't know what I'm going to put up here yet. Haven't really thought about it. I'll think of something though. So that's kind of everything above ground. Except for this. This was originally going to be the lab thing, but I didn't really like how the style turned out. This was way before I even started on this project. I put this out here. I didn't like it too much, and I ended up scrapping that project. So I'll probably either tear this down, or maybe I'll make bits of it crumbled and look like it's been out here for a long time. Something like that. Over here, I haven't built anything here yet, but I have plans to make a sewer pipe coming out here and spilling some sludge into the water or something. Something like that. I thought would be kind of cool. Now, this vent in the floor, as you can see, leads down below, but I think we'll take the official way to get down there. Don't want to be among us venting down below. So we got this spiral staircase, goes down and down and down and down. And then you come to the bottom. Weird beacon placement, but it works. I like it. Got this room here that leads up. Haven't finished it yet because I ran out of white concrete. Cuts across here, and then over here, awesome little floating bridge. I like how this turned out. Into non-existent rooms. A lot of this is still in development at the moment. I haven't really fully thought it through. Big hallway here, gonna lead into more hallways here, and this leads into another more recent project. This one is gonna be for armor trims, as you can see. I'll have on these walls, I'll place down all the armor trims I own once I copy them all, but I have them all different trims for different sets of armor and they're all color coded for glass, with glass. So we'll have diamond. I think I've only done the boots for that one. Actually, I think I have a resource pack that makes it so that they glow without shaders. As you can see, it kind of works well with netherite the best because it's darkest. But yeah, we got orange for copper, red is going to be for redstone, white is for quartz, and gray is for iron, green for emerald, black is going to be for netherite. But this, I have a special idea I want to do for this. I want to do full netherite, but with netherite trim, and I'm going to do it with the silence trim, the rarest trim in the game. And I still have yet to find it, but one of these days we'll find it. Yellow for gold and all that. So that's that. Not done yet, but it's a work in progress, and I think it's turned out pretty cool. And for the last little bit of this lab, we got this unfinished room. And a breakaway in the wall. We broke through this wall one day and we were like, well, that wasn't supposed to be here. As you can see, it's been abandoned for a little bit, and here's a broken elevator shaft. As you can see, it's quite the distance down. There we go. As you can see, we got some vault doors, and in here we got, there we go, get the ambiance going. Or, pay no attention, I have way too many shaders. Or, is that too smoky? Why does that look so... Whatever, we'll keep it. This is my favorite map I think I've done so far. Scratch all the other ones. This is my favorite. A little blue screen of death. Yeah, it's a little too much fog for me. We'll go back to Unbound. There we go. And out here... Out here... we have it. A mysterious creature that was trapped up who knows how long ago and was brought down from the giant hatch door up there and lowered down here has been kept in this container ever since. Skulk has been following it around and is making its way to it. I think it gets its power from Skulk, but we are not sure yet. But we gotta be very careful because if we step too close, it's hurt us. So that is our cue to leave. Oh, and it started raining again. But before I let you guys go, we got a conduit in here, along with my good buddies, the Three Musketeers, the Three Stooges, another group that with 3 people. I just kept them down here. I haven't named them yet, but we'll name them. And with that, that's just about everything I've done in my world. Again, it's been a year, but a lot of it had been off and on throughout a couple months. I was pretty consistent with this world, but I mainly focused on can't even see it, excuse me. But just focusing on building, trying to learn about the game, and it's been a fun journey for me, which I may start adding episodes to YouTube, maybe, if you guys want something like that in the future. Just kind of me going through Let's Play style about how about my buildings and the lore of this little world I got going on here. But we'll see what that happens. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all later.